We all chase success. We build our careers, we follow our ambitions, and we really try to create something that lasts. But what if we're building it all on a shaky foundation? What is the real bedrock of a successful life? Well, the answer might just be hiding in plain sight, right here on this really unassuming little card. I know, it looks simple, almost like something out of a board game, but it holds this powerful philosophy that might just reframe how you think about your entire life's work. Okay, so let's look at the top, those four characters. They read Jinri Jicha, and that translates to today's insight or today's awareness. And right away, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? It frames this whole idea not as some huge life-altering epiphany, but as a small, daily observation, something that's accessible to every single one of us every single day. All right, so what is this powerful daily insight? What's the core message that's packed onto this little piece of cardstock? Let's dive in and uncover its philosophy. This is where the card totally flips the conventional script. The first line reads, "You realize that family is the foundation of your career." I mean, just let that sink in for a second. Not your ambition, not your network, not even your raw talent, but your family. It's suggesting that our professional lives are actually built on our personal lives, not the other way around. And then it keeps going, building on that realization. The crucial part here is the shift from just a passive thought to an active effort, and you start to pay attention to managing intimate relationships. And that word, managing, I think that's absolutely key. It implies this isn't something that just happens on its own. It requires conscious effort, it requires skill, and it definitely requires your attention. See, this card isn't just about giving you a nice fuzzy thought for the day. Nope. It's actually a tool. It is specifically designed to turn this powerful philosophy into a real, tangible daily habit. It's all about putting that insight into practice. And here it is, the call to action. And it's so incredibly simple and direct. After drawing this insight card, please complete one action today that can enhance your close relationships. Just one. It takes all the pressure off. You don't need some grand gesture. It could be a simple text message, a 5-minute phone call, or, just putting your phone away during dinner. So the whole ritual boils down to these 4 simple steps. You draw the card, you really take in the insight, you complete one small positive action, and then finally, you make a deposit. So what in the world is this deposit? Okay, and this is where things get really clever. The card introduces this system for motivation, something it calls the rich and joyful account. It is a brilliant piece of psychological design, really, that helps you visualize all the effort you're putting in. So imagine you have this metaphorical bank account, but for your well-being. Every single time you complete that one small action, you get to make a deposit. On this card, for example, the deposit is 12 sunshine points. This is such a great way to illustrate that building relationships isn't a cost. It's a consistent, rewarding investment in your own happiness. And the motto at the bottom of the card just sums up the whole goal perfectly. The more you observe, the more surprises you get. The idea is that by paying this close daily attention, you're not just checking a box. You are opening yourself up to these unexpected moments of joy and connection, a deeper richness in your life. All right, so let's boil this all down. What are the big takeaways from this one little card? First, that real, lasting success is built on a strong personal foundation. Second, you don't need grand, sweeping gestures. It's the small, consistent actions that add up over time and create huge change. And finally, that actively nurturing your relationships is a practical skill you can and absolutely should practice every single day. And that really leaves us with one final question. A question this card is basically asking you directly. It's not about what you'll do tomorrow or next week. It's about right now. What small deposit are you going to make in your relationships today?